I was given a Traxxas Slash back in 2019 as a birthday present, and I had no idea that this simple little truck would become one of my favorite hobbies years down the road. It sat on a shelf, forgotten, until one conversation changed everything. One day, a friend from work told me he discovered this cool new hobby and that he thought I would love it. He said, "Man, you gotta check this out, you gotta try it with me." And I looked at him and I said, "Oh, you got an RC car too?" He wasn't happy with me. He looked at me and saying like, "How dare you hide this from me, dude?" So anyway, I dusted off the Slash, I charged it up, and I took it out for the first time in years. And little did I know this was the beginning of one of my most epic friendships.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yup!
Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Yup!
Like most beginners, I learned the only way you can really learn RC, by bashing, by crashing, and by breaking pretty much everything. But right away I realized something. There wasn't much how to repair this exact problem content out there for the Slash. So I decided to make it myself. And that's when I started my YouTube channel. As time went on, I made the classic rookie mistake. I bought metal upgrades, but not the quality ones, the cheap aftermarket ones. And that's when the Slash started changing, and it wasn't for the better. It goes slower, it stopped driving straight, it handled like a shopping cart with a bent wheel. That forced me to learn about toe in, toe out, camber, and all the tiny adjustments that matter way more than I realized. Most of those parts were poorly assembled, and honestly, it frustrated me. The worse it drove, the more recklessly I pushed it, and the more recklessly I drove, the more things I broke. Eventually, I stopped running it completely. It wasn't fun anymore, it was more of a headache, if you will. So I put the Slash on a shelf, and for years, it was years that it stayed there. Meanwhile, my collection grew. New cars, new builds, new projects. But every time I got another RC ready to run, every time I worked on repairs or maintenance, I'd look over at the Slash, just sitting there, a reminder of where it all started. After so long, it felt wrong to let it end like that. This truck was my introduction to the hobby, my first real RC experience. All the joy, the headaches, the migraines, and it draining my wallet on dumb repairs I could have prevented myself. But it was my first real experience. It deserved something more meaningful than just sitting in a shelf collecting dust and just nothing. That's when I decided this car needed an appropriate send-off. One final run, a farewell to Valhalla. Through this one RC, I learned so much more than I expected. I learned patience. I learned how to troubleshoot. I learned how rewarding it feels to teach others, to make how-to videos that help someone else fix the same problems I struggled with. I learned how much I enjoy making people laugh with random clips, stupid edits, and unexpected moments in my videos. And I learned that hobbies aren't just hobbies. They're reminders of who we were and who we're becoming. By the way, the same friend who got me back into this hobby, yeah, he started his own YouTube channel, so go check him out at RC Rascal. He is a big reason this whole journey started. If any part of my story feels familiar, if you've ever had a hobby you walked away from, or a project that meant something to you, or an RC that's been waiting for its moment, then welcome. You are in the right place. I upload videos as often as I can, just sometimes adulting gets in the way, but the passion never does. By the way, the send-off to Valhalla is coming up, but thank you for watching. Drop a comment and tell me, hey, what's your favorite RC model and why? And if you enjoyed this journey, consider following along for the next one.
Our journey's foretold, to Valhalla we ride, fierce and bold.